Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to My Two Cents on It. I'm your host, Gerald, and topics I give my 2 cents on it. Today, we're going to be chopping it up about the NBA, the National Basketball Association, and I got two guests today. The guy I had on last week, very good guy, very informative, Mr. Greedy Sports Talk. Sir, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. Gerald, how you doing? How's everything going?
Everything is going good, sir. Thank you for asking.
No
And my,
problem.
and my, and my other guest, I've known this guy for a minute. He's been my radio partner on my show, The Whole Truth, on Fluid Network. A very informative guy, knows a lot about sports, politics, and music. Very good guy. I call him the Hulk, Marcus Hawkins. Sir, how you doing?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored. How y'all doing?
I'm
I'm
doing
good.
good, man.
Good, man.
Blessed to be here, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, so fellas, before we chop it up about the NBA, I want to give a little news surrounding the NBA before we get to the meat of the conversation. First, I want to send out a very special prayer to former NBA player Nate Robinson, who today revealed that he needs a kidney to survive.
Hmm.
Ooh.
So this is according to CBS Sports. Former NBA star Nate Robinson said he might not have long to live if he can't get a kidney replacement. The three-time slam dunk champion has been dealing with kidney failure for about 6 years. Quote, I know I don't have long if I can't get a kidney, unquote, Robinson said in an interview with the Daily Mail. I know I'm not going to have long to live, so I just want to make the best of it as much as I can. Robinson opened up about renal kidney failure in 2022. At the time, he said he had been dealing with it privately for 4 years, but he was ready to be the voice for others going through the same thing. Earlier this year, Robinson was the AT&T chief dunk officer for NBA All-Star Weekend and talked some more about how, after all these years, he is still looking for a kidney. So, best of prayers to Dave Robinson. Hopefully, somebody gives him a kidney, and hopefully, he can be with us for as long as possible.
Yeah, I agree. That's very unfortunate, because I enjoyed him as a basketball player and everything, that's a very unfortunate situation. And my prayers go to him and his family as well.
Yes, it is. Most definitely. Now, we have some news concerning Toronto Raptors forward Jonte Porter. This is according to ESPN.com. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said Wednesday afternoon that Toronto Raptors forward Jonte Porter, who was under investigation by the league following multiple instances of betting irregularities over the past several months, could be banned permanently if what he's accused of is true, calling it a cardinal sin. So I'll say this right here. I got zero sympathy for Jonte Porter if it is true because number one, everybody by now knows the story of Pete Rose, how he threw away a Hall of Fame career, changed me to Hall of Fame, betting on his sport. So if Jonte Porter did that, he deserves to be banned. And also as well, being the younger brother of Denver Nuggets superstar Michael Porter Jr., he will be struggling any day in his life, so he'll be fine either way. But if he did ban on the sport, he should be banned.
Mm. And Pete Rose, he was a baseball player, right?
Yeah, the all-time hits leader, the most hits in baseball history. And but he not in the Hall of Fame because he bet on the sport. The commissioner found out and banned him for life.
That is crazy. So you can play him, you play him, you can't gamble on him.
Yeah, it's so many things to gamble on. Why gamble on your sport?
Exactly.
It's just stupid. And also, one last thing. The Boston Celtics have signed Drew Holiday to a 4-year, $135 million contract extension. His agent, Jason Glisshorn of Glisshorn Sports Management, told ESPN on Wednesday. So he declined his $37.3 million player option for 2024-25 to sign a long-term deal that's taken through the 2027-2028 season. So that's good for him and the Celtics, and very bad for the Bucks because, as we know, that trade was very horrible for them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so now we are ready to get into the NBA talk. So, I guess, we'll just start the East. Like I said with the talking greedy last week, I think Boston going straight to the finals. I don't see nobody stopping them. They may lose at the most 2 or 3 games on the way, but they're going straight to the finals. So, Marcus, since you was here last week, I'm gonna start with you. What are your takes on the Eastern Conference?
Man, I want to say Milwaukee. I don't know. See, I have seen the Celtics, and when they play, and when they get to the finals, when they're doing the playoffs, when they're doing the playoff run, it seems as though they can't hold up hold up the weight. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna dial back due to the fact that they got Drew Holiday in the rotation. I think we might see them, and if they can, they probably could like edge out the East. Now, who got to step up is like Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. No, Jason Tatum steps up. But we got to see if Jaylen Brown is going to step up during the last final minutes of the game, because I ain't seen like several like plays where he just run out of gas, and Jalen is taking most of the slack. So yeah, we got to see. But if not, I could see Milwaukee doing something, because I think Dame, I think he wanted. I think he won a chip, and I think it's time for him to get a chip. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on that. What
So
we
you
talking about?
see, so you see the Bucks actually pushing the Celtics in the 7-game series.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I do.
Mhm.
I do. I do.
Okay, greedy.
Because
Oh, so I'm sorry. Go ahead, Marcus.
I mean, when you look at the Celtics, so I think like the Celtics do have a bench, and Milwaukee doesn't really have. They really don't stack up well against the Celtics, but you know, Dame Dollar has been really, really running that offense very well. So, and if what's the name? Do you think? I don't know. I think hopefully if Akatempo, if he get healthy before the season, I mean before the playoffs, I think I think it's gonna go 7.
Mm.
Okay, greedy. Before you get on real quick, let me ask you, Marcus. Do you trust Doc Rivers?
Mm.
Man, do I trust him? So
Yes or no? It's a
hold on,
yes
hold
or
on,
no
hold on,
question.
hold on. I think the pressure is on him now to make wise and sound decisions, because he can't pull that shit like how he was doing last time. And if
Mm.
he do, I don't think that he's gonna have a coaching future. So I think he's gonna make a wise decision this year. That's just my opinion. He got to make a wise decision.
Mm.
He gotta come up with some good plays. He got to know when to take players out. He got to know when to put players in. He got to first and foremost, he got to know how to like read certain, offense, read certain defense coming down to crunch time. So he gonna have to learn one way or another. Because if he don't, he out. You know.
All right. In my opinion, he don't ship it in, in the first place. They were gonna fire Adrian Griffin. They should have called Mark Jackson, in my opinion. So Greedy, what's your take on it?
Well, I'm gonna stay in the same position I said last week. What Mark was saying pretty much was the same sentiments I had last week when we talked. I was thinking like Bucks and Celtics in the ECF, but Giannis' injury changes the whole scheme of things. And it depends on how well he can recover by the time the playoffs hit. And it also depends on who the Bucks play in the first round, because we gotta get through the play-in, to see what's gonna happen with that. But I would say, the Celtics are the favorites to come out of the East. I'm gonna stick with that. And also because, like I said, Giannis, he's hurt right now, so it should be a clear cut for the Celtics. Really, I don't see no team really beating them out the East.
Yeah, it's clear as day the Celtics are going straight to the finals because as I look the Eastern Conference 1 through 8, excuse me, of course, the Bucks are coached by Doc Rivers, so that automatically takes them out. The Knicks, Julius Randle is out for the year, so as much as I like Jalen Brunson, he can't do it without Julius. I look at Orlando. Orlando is a very good team. I mean, they have surprised me. After not watching them for the past 6-7 years, they have really come along. But they're very good at defense. But they don't score. So, now with the playoffs, half-court offense that's good that they defend, but the fact they don't score that much means I really can't trust them to go very far. And then I'm looking at the 5 seed, the Cavaliers. The way the Knicks handled them last year tells me they're still not ready yet. So I really don't see it. Yeah, so it's just how it is. We do have some comments from one of my Facebook friends, Troy. I think this one is a troll. Bill Laimbeer is the greatest basketball player of all time. I mean, I would say he's the dirtiest player of all time. Dirtiest, yes. But here's what this week he says here: no teams have bitches anymore. They're just individual folding chairs. I disagree with that. I think there's some teams that have depth. I think Boston is the deepest team in the league. Period. 1 through 10. I think they roster over. I'm saying them and Denver are neck and neck. They have the deepest team.
Yep.
Denver and the Thunder. They have the 3 deepest teams in the league.
Right. Right.
What about Houston?
Well, this year proved that Ime Udoka is a real good coach. He proved that.
He's an awesome coach.
He proved that, but it just shows that Houston needs a little more talent. Like they got a good team. Represent of Memphis, the grit and grind, but they need like more guys that can score.
No, I would say this. I think they need. No, I don't think they need anybody on that team because they're in the rebuilding. They're in the rebuilding stage, meaning that they finding their own, their own identity as they play in their positions and in their roles. So I think, give them a year or two, they are going to become stars. No name stars that you never heard of before. And I think that because when you bring somebody over, this is my opinion, when you bring somebody over, it just messes up that chemistry. We talked about this before, Gerald. Like, you bring over a seasoned person to a rebuilding team. The next thing you know, they get all the shine. Whereas they supposed to be that young person that's supposed to be rebuilding, they getting the shine. So, prime example of that is OKC, right? What's his name? She is
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah. When you look at him, he's the man over there. He just came out of nowhere. And the coach over there, the coach over there is really doing a damn good job of actually keeping them engaged. That's a young up and coming team. Man, Orlando is a nice young up and coming team. Just give these young boys some time, and next thing you like that. They are really, really doing their thing. Without having seasoned veterans on their teams.
But there's a reason Orlando is interested in rumored to be getting Klay Thompson, because they need somebody to score the ball. They don't score that much.
Yeah.
But I think that comes. But hold on, I think that comes with time, right? Like, just as my opinion, you can't, like, when you look at the circa, and when you look at the involvement of MJ, right? He was on the when you look at the Last Dance, and when you look at that team that Mike was on, they didn't really play up to their potential, or they didn't have the mindset. So for one, you had Doug Collins, who really had to find confidence in Jordan for him to set up plays so he can score. Because remember, he wasn't scoring like that at will until Doug Collins, until he got over there. Then as he progressed, so I would say, like, give him, what's his name? Blanche Primero. What's his name?
Who's that?
You're talking about Orlando, right? You're talking about the Magic.
Right.
The young star player.
Right.
Paulo Banchero.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I would just say, like, give him some time. Like, don't rush the process of, like, having somebody else come over, because they doing well. As you can see, they in what, second or third place, something like that.
Orlando is fourth, but Marcus, the NBA is a star-driven league, so you need stars. You need guys that can produce. Now what you're saying works in the NFL, build from the ground up. But in the NBA, you need stars to win championships.
Okay, so Gerald, in the NBA, right? How do they become stars? Right? They become stars after notoriety of actually playing, and actually people like actually seeing them, right? Yeah. When you think about Jason Tatum, he wasn't like that man over at the Celtics, right? Into a couple of years, then you started to notice him, like, okay, he doing his thing. So that's why I say that, you have stars on the team. They just got to have coaches. They have that support, where they had that support mechanism to make them become stars. Prime example: Houston, Jalen Green. And that be going off. Star, superstar, star.
Yes. Well, I said, well, you know what, Greedy, let me ask you: is it more about the star, or does the coach play like a bigger role than we realize?
It's a great thing that you asked me that. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, when they were saying, I know it's a little bit off subject, when they were saying, like, LeBron never had a great coach. I said, no, LeBron had good coaches. It's just, he wasn't willing to listen to them, or buy in, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about having, a player makes the coach look great, but the player has to buy into the coach's system. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, the San Antonio Spurs won those championships if they didn't buy into a Pop system. But however, you had great talents. You do need great talents, to execute the coach's plan. I mean, you do need for the players to buy in. They need some talent. So I say it's a combination of both. You can't have players without good coaching, and you can't have great coaching without great talented players buying into the coach's plan. So that's my take on that.
Yeah, I agree. Look at well, you could say look at so Gerald, if you want to to go the other way, right, or play devil's advocate, you could look at Minnesota, you know, and you could look at Anthony Edwards. You know, it seemed like he, in my opinion, he kind of coaching himself. You know what I'm saying? You know, do all those from what he doing. Do you think that the coach want him to like go left, right wing, down the middle, you know, in your face, you know, every rep? Probably not. You know, he probably wanted my man probably to get to distribute the ball a little bit more, but you know, Anthony Edwards could be like a prime example of that. You know,
Okay.
where he's like not really, you know, following the coaches, you know, following the coach. You know,
Oh no, the coach of Timberwolves is actually coaching because when Karl Anthony Towns went off for 60 and they lost to Charlotte, I forgot it was last month of February. He went off because they were more focused on him getting the points rather than beating a bad team. So when they lost to Charlotte and Karl scored 60, he went off on the team, you know, for losing focus of the game. So he's over there coaching. I can't remember his name, but he's over there coaching. So I will say that. So now that we talked about the East, let's go out west. And I guess you know it's a real big game tonight between the Timberwolves and the Nuggets. And I believe the winner of that game will get home court throughout the West playoffs.
Yes.
And I do believe the Nuggets will be beating the Timberwolves tonight, and everything like last year out west will be going through Denver.
Oh yeah.
And if the Nuggets get home court, in my opinion, they're going back to the finals.
Oh yeah, easily, yeah.
So I would say the Nuggets, they're more in depth, you know what I'm saying? But when you look at that lineup, you know, the Nuggets, when they play the Timberwolves, man, I don't think Jamal Murray got an answer for Anthony Edwards, you know.
I don't think he guards them, you know, but just because Jamal Murray is a point guard, Edwards is a shoot guard. So,
right here too.
You know, guard. Yeah.
But I don't think whoever playing the two is it wait a minute, Michael Porter, he's a 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's 3.
Man, whoever's playing that 2.
That is Cartavius Caldwell Pope. He's the starter shooting guard.
Man, yeah, he about to burn. Yeah, he gonna go off.
That's gonna be a challenge. That's gonna be a challenge for KCP.
He ain't gonna be able to. He's not gonna be able to stop Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
but at the same time, I'm sorry to cut you off, Marcus. But at the same time, Denver runs through the Joker. He's that point guard, center, forward. He does it all. He is the center of their offense, their defense. So when everything goes for him, Jamal Murray does his thing. By damn, Denver has beaten you.
So, but what I'm saying is this. So, all right. So, like Peep seen, right? When you on defense against Minnesota, right? And you have Anthony Edwards, you know, he's gonna create his own shot. So what do? You know what I'm saying? Do you play zone? You're not gonna play man to man. He's gonna get burnt.
Yeah, he's too athletic. Yeah. And man's athletic.
Anthony Edwards is I think now top 10 player. But the thing is, when you play,
you're gonna have to hold on real quick. You might have to double. You know what I'm saying? And you might have to cut off them lanes. But if you have them lanes open, bye. You know what I'm saying?
What I do is, if I'm playing a team that has one scoring option, what I do is shut down everybody else. If he goes off, that's okay. But we shut down everybody else, we still win because nobody else is really helping out. It's just him. It's just one on the team.
You know what, Gerald? You know what you just said. You know that's actually accurate because bringing it back. If you go back to some of the finals that LeBron lost, you know, we went the first go around of the Cavs, like that 2007 finals. The Spurs just, they locked down everybody else and let LeBron do what he do. You know, they was backing off him, saying, "Hey, shoot it," and he couldn't shoot it.
Yeah, it's funny because I was thinking about the '80s. That's why Jordan kept losing because
Yeah,
they let
that
Jordan
too,
go
yeah.
off. They let Jordan go off, and they shut down everybody else. Now, to Jerry Krause, to his credit, he realized that Mike needed help, so that's why he made the moves he did. You know, Mike didn't like because that helped him. That made the Bulls win 6 titles in
Right.
8 years.
Yeah.
And, Michael Jordan actually had to mold them players like Pippen and Horace Grant and all them guys because they they was kind of weak. They was kind of weak minded. So you know what I'm saying, like Jordan had to mold them into
Okay.
like tougher players.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Okay.
He didn't have the best leadership, but it was effective. I will say that.
Yeah, they was winning shoot.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, you'll feel a certain way as a grown man if another grown man is yelling at you. Of course, it's understandable. You know, Bill Cartwright told him. If you ever touch me, like that again, I break both your legs. Then after that,
Yeah.
after that, he started talking to Cartwright crazy. So it's just how I go like that.
Yeah. You remember on Last Dance? When Michael Jordan told Horace Grant, he like, you didn't get 10 rebounds today. You was lazy on the boards. Don't give him no food when it's on the plane.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
That was funny to me. I ain't gonna lie, that was funny, but that's some real stuff,
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
You don't work, you don't eat, buddy.
Yeah. Uh-huh. But nowadays you can't do that now. Because everybody, is about, being all nice. I mean, I'm saying this like back then it was a man's game. Now, it's just trying to look good.
Yeah.
Most guys would rather score 50 and lose than, to win.
Right. It's all about the stats instead of just winning.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's my argument why I have with LeBron fam. They say like LeBron's a GOAT. I said, well, he gets his numbers, but he doesn't win on the level that Michael Jordan wins.
Exactly. I'm sorry. I said to you about LeBron. LeBron reminds me of a bigger, stronger version of Magic Johnson because, like Magic,
yeah, you can say it.
LeBron can play all 5 positions, and he's all about trying to do what's best for the team. Like, if I think of a newer version of Mike, it'll be Kobe because Kobe had that killer instinct, that desire to be the best, that desire to crush your spirit. That's what Kobe had, similar to Mike. LeBron's more like Magic, where he's about the team, trying to get everybody involved and trying to make everybody look better because like Magic, LeBron made a lot of guys look better.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can say it. To a certain extent, but on the other hand, you can say he hinders some people games. It's like they had to play to LeBron. They had to adjust to LeBron, and rather than LeBron, adjusting to him, if that makes sense. Like this only with stars, not role players. Like LeBron do good with role players. But when it comes to stars, like if you're a third wheel. Like say for instance, like if you Chris Bosh and you playing out of the post, you can't play out of the post. You play LeBron. You gotta be a spot shooter. You gotta be like a stretch 5 or stretch 4.
But to his credit, Chris Bosh played that role well. D Wade played well off LeBron, so they played well off LeBron.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying though. Even though it's not Chris Bosh's natural role, but he had to adjust. Same thing with Kevin Love. They had to adjust their game to play around them.
Yeah, true. So, Marcus, since you back, let me ask you. It's pretty obvious that the Lakers and the Warriors are gonna be the 9th and the 10th seed. I think both teams at the end of their rope, but they both need to just call it let's be done with it. But let me ask you, when they play in the playing game next week, who do you have?
I got the Lakers. And the reason why I say I got the Lakers is because they got young players that's doing their thing over there. So when you look at Reeves, man, that white boy, man, he's doing his thing over there. Like, man. And I think that he got swings. He could take you outside. He could take you inside. You know, he's good coming off the bench. He's interchangeable. He helps out LeBron a lot. So
Mhm.
I got the Lakers. And the only reason why, when you look at like Klay Thompson and his style of play, you know, that kind of wangs because Klay Thompson has, you know, he has lost his step, you know. So yeah, I got the Lakers, man.
Okay, Greedy, what about you?
Um, you know, Lakers are a convincing argument, but you know, I'm going by when I seen the Warriors lately. You know, the Warriors at home, you know, they got a good chance to beat the Lakers. You know, and this is my reason why. Because the Lakers, what I know about the Lakers, they do not guard the three very well. You know, they do not guard the three very well. So if Draymond have a game, which I highly doubt, if he had a game like he had the other night, well, actually yesterday, did y'all see the Warriors Lakers game yesterday?
I know, but I know that the Warriors won
Yeah,
convincingly.
yeah. If the Warriors can become the old Warriors, where did Draymond go back to the old time where he was actually making threes? The Lakers can be some serious trouble because that's one weakness with the Lakers defense. They don't guard the three very well. So the Lakers have the advantage as far as like inside the paint area. But if they don't guard the three because I seen like games where they gave up like 120 points to bad teams, and they all comes down to them guarding the three. So if they don't guard the three, the Warriors, you know, the Warriors can win. So, and the Warriors got momentum, they've been high as of late. So if it's in Oakland, I mean not Oakland, it's San Francisco. The Warriors got a chance. If it's in LA, the Lakers probably had a chance, because the Lakers they good at drawing fouls and stuff. So we had to see, but I'm just gonna pick up my gut check and say the Warriors.
So is LeBron playing? Is he playing?
He would
Uh,
play in the game. He would
yeah, I
play.
think he will. That's the other thing too. Anthony Davis, he had some type of eye injury or something like that. Something going on with Anthony Davis because he didn't play yesterday. So that's another X factor. How is Anthony Davis going to show up? That's the other thing I get to ask to the Warriors. How is Anthony Davis going to show up? Which Anthony Davis you going to get?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Warriors too because when Steph Curry is on, he's on. And I was gonna say the Lakers go as Anthony Davis goes. If AD is the best player on the court, the Lakers gonna win. If AD barely shows up, the Lakers, could do whatever because LeBron always gonna show up. But if AD shows up and be the best player on the court, the Lakers will win. Lakers be a title contender if AD show up like every night. If he show up with 25 and 15, I say, like that. Just dominate, the paint. But I think the Warriors are gonna win. I think the Lakers are gonna go home. LeBron's gonna find a way to get Bronny to play with him next year. That's his main goal. So
yeah.
all right. So gentlemen, let me ask you, what team is the great what team out west is the greatest threat to the Nuggets chance to repeat as Western Conference champions?
Well, Marcus, you want to go first?
To repeat?
What team is the greatest threat to the Nuggets chance to repeat as Western Conference champions?
Who can stop the Nuggets in the rest?
I was gonna say the Clippers, but nah. I was gonna say the Clippers. Who else is over there? You got the Clippers.
Everybody out west. I mean, you got the Timberwolves, Thunder, Clippers, Mavericks, Pelicans, Suns, Kings, and I guess the Warriors say they go.
Now, when you think about the Suns, it's out of gas over there. So I would say, I had to say either them young teams, either OKC, maybe like Minnesota, Dallas. Not Dallas so much because you know, they don't have nobody else outside of Kyrie and Luka. You know what I'm saying? And they the only two that run the offense
Mm-hmm.
very well over there at Dallas. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you want to get like popcorn and have a show, yeah, let's go to Mavericks because they're gonna put on the show for you. But as far as like trying to like crunch time, nah. You know, so yeah, that's me. OKC in Minnesota. You know, the Clippers don't have it no more. You know, man, I don't know. Like Paul George would be nice, but he doesn't show up in crunch time. You know,
That's a good point.
man, he do not show up in crunch time, man. And I be watching his highlight reels. He nice, he real nice, but I'm like, you know. Then when you think about Phoenix, you just don't know. You know, man, you don't know what KD. You don't know if KD is gonna show up. You don't know if Booker. Then you don't know if Bradley Beal. You know, they should be in the they should be number one if you think about it.
No, because Phoenix still need a point guard, and they still need a bench depth. So they don't have it.
Yeah, you know, outside of Bo and they just one or two players on the bench. You know that's not good enough.
So they don't have a point guard over there?
No, they don't. Bradley Beal plays the point, and he shouldn't.
He's more like a more like a
shooting guard.
guard.
A shooting guard is what he is.
Yeah.
All right, Greedy. You. So, what's your take?
I would say if the Timberwolves had Karl Anthony Towns, they'd probably be the best matchup for the Nuggets. You know, as far as like stylistically, because Cat, he can score, and he can count out Joker scoring. Then you got Anthony Edwards, he can do his thing. Then you got a smart point guard like Mike Conley, he's very good at playmaking. So I probably say Timberwolves. I would say, be honest, I would say the Clippers, but you brought up a good point. Kawhi, you don't know how long he's gonna be injury free. Cause it just seems like with Kawhi, he always break down during the playoffs. He don't have like a few good years that he haven't done that.
So in my opinion, right? So me and Gerald was discussing about players, like mid-season players, right?
Yeah,
who already won a ring. It's not the fact that they did get hurt, right? But it also too. The hunger is gone, the momentum is gone to actually to win the ring, right?
Yeah.
He don't have that no more. He already won his. So he's like, if I win, I win. If I lose, oh well, I already got my ring, which is a selfish way to think.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got people that want to play on your team that want to get a ring too. But that's why I was saying to Gerald, like, man, trade Kawhi Leonard, get somebody, free up your cap space, get somebody younger who you could build around, you know what I'm saying? Then just like how the situation in Houston, you know what I'm saying? Get somebody that's willing to play, because everybody else they either injury prone, they already won a ring. What's the use? Give me some. You paying them a lot of money for what? They're not producing no more.
We got Bibba.
Who?
A lot of guys get paid because of their name more than their game.
Right.
And also as well.
But
my legacy. Somebody has my legacy.
So what is it doing each year that you're not even getting to, like the Clippers? What they like 5th, 6th, something like that?
Well, Marcus. You got to remember, next season the Clippers are moving to their own new building.
I was gonna say it. Yeah, I
They're
was gonna say
trying
it.
to separate themselves from the Lakers, be their own
So
identity.
what?
So,
So what
you
good
need
is?
stars. So you need stars to sell fans to come to see Clippers in their new building. So you need Kawhi, Paul George, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, etc.
So what use of having and to my point, you have superstars on your team, right? You could afford to get rid of one of them. If one of them not producing, get rid of them.
Barber wants as many stars possible to sell fans come to the new building. They go to their new building next year. I forgot what it's called,
Bama
but
got
they're going
that
to
money.
it next year. Yeah, so he wants as many stars possible.
Yeah,
he wants
Bama
a
got that
championship,
money.
but he also wants to make money too, as Greedy said, to make that money.
Who you talking about? So who got that? Who you talking
Steve
about?
Barber.
The Clippers
owner, Steve Barber. So he wants stars to sell fans to come to the new building.
Mm-hmm.
The Clippers are tired of their words being in the Lakers shadow and want to come on their own. Now we all know it's never going to happen, but in their mind, they tried to try.
Yeah, you know, they got tired of being the crypto.
Yeah. I'm not gonna fault them for trying, but answer the original question, the team that's the biggest threat to the Nuggets, I guess I would say the Thunder about the fault. Now the Timberwolves, we already know how to play Rudy Gobert in the playoffs. You just force him out the paint, force him, towards 3-point line. Once Rudy is away from the paint, the team that he's on is harder to for them to win. That's why Danny Ainge, as soon as he got there, decided that Rudy had to go. Yeah, he's very good defensive in the paint, but once he's outside the paint towards the perimeter, he's a very not so good defender. The team he's on, is easy to beat. And I'm looking at the Clippers because they're the Clippers. Yeah, they're hard to trust. Dallas don't play defense. In my opinion, Luka and Kyrie are very good players. They're not good together. They're not gonna win a championship. Yeah, they're gonna be points. They're gonna be dynamic, but because neither one plays defense, and they're both ball dominant, so they're not a good fit together.
They're good for box office and selling tickets, that's for sure.
Yeah, but not win no championship. And New Orleans, they're a good team, but when I think of championship, the Wolves don't come to mind. Now, I'm glad that Zion finally, lost weight, decided to play ball, but
about
I just don't
time.
see it. Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm not gonna blame him because he is down there in the Warriors. He eat, all that jambalaya and all that
gumbo,
all that good food out there. Your gumbo, all that good food out there in the Warriors. I be eating like that too. But yeah, we finally realized he got to play, so that's what he did.
Another thing too with him, messing with all them damn IG thoughts.
Yes. Yeah.
That's his other problem.
Probably when his girl got pregnant, he was eating with her. They were just eating together. Yeah. Phoenix, they just don't have it. Charles Barkley was saying they mentally weak, and I think they got a point because last night the Clippers just blew about the paint, and they probably gonna do
crazy with no Kawhi.
They probably gonna do the same thing tonight in LA. It was the Phoenix last night. Now that we match in LA, the Clippers will probably do the same too. So yeah. Sacramento, a good team, but I don't see championship. Mike Brown, prove he can coach, but I'm gonna be the dead horse. I see the Nuggets and the Celtics meeting in the finals.
Yeah, me too. I think we agreed that last week. And which I think it'd be a great matchup. That finals would get like a lot of views too.
Yeah, you are right about that.
Man, that viewership gonna be crazy.
Yeah. I'll wait till Marcus come back for I get your next topic, but let me ask you this, Greedy, in the meantime. Which of the teams out of it are you keeping an eye on?
Oh, you talking about like keeping an eye on to for the future?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's Spurs. I know I said last week, Wembanyama, to me it's a clear cut rookie of the year. I mean, well, I see him from the court, like defensive, defensively, and the fact that he can handle the ball for his size and he can shoot. And my God, the man, if the Spurs get like another, superstar around them and some talent around them, oh man, the Spurs they'll be back. They'll be back.
I agree. Wembanyama is your center for the next 10 to 15 years plus. All you need is some more shooters around him. You could do the 1-4 like Orlando did with Dwight Howard. Just had Dwight in the paint to have 4 shooters surrounding him. That'll get you very far.
Oh
So,
yeah.
You're right about that. But since you said a team out west of the Spurs, I said team out east. So the 5 teams out of it, I guess I'm looking at Toronto because Scotty Barnes is a very good player. They got RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly. So I think if Toronto gets some more pieces, they can turn it around.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was a huge blow. They lost Pascal Siakam to Indiana.
But it was time though.
Yeah.
Because Pascal is not a number 1 option. Now he's a good number 2. So that way he can go Indiana and be number 2 behind Tyrese Halliburton. So that makes Indiana better.
Yeah.
All right, so fellas, as we wind down, I want us to make some predictions for the end of season awards. So I'm going to start with first MVP. I guess most important MVP. Who was your MVP for the 2023-24 season? And Greedy, I'll start with you.
Oh, I'm gonna say Joker. Reason being because he's in that top. Actually, got his team in the top echelon. And then I was able to see him carry some games when did Murray get hurt at some point in this season?
I don't recall, but I do know that Denver kept winning.
Yeah. They're in the top echelon teams, and and Joker got some great stats this season. So I would say Joker. I'll say Joker.
Marcus,
man, Ant-Man.
Okay.
Ant-Man made an ugly come up, and you can't deny that. I mean, the reason I think he's going to edge out the Joker because he brought Minnesota to what they number 1 in the West.
That's a good point. He's definitely a candidate. I can see him being a candidate.
Why I say this? If Minnesota beats Denver tonight, and Anthony Edwards has a very big game, he may win this award because this game tonight may decide that too. The MVP award.
So if he don't win it, it's just the fact, the history of Minnesota. They was in a cellar for a long time. And they just now getting players like superstar potential players. That's going to really, really like shine. They didn't have a really good player. They Minnesota haven't had no good players ever since
Kevin Garnett.
KG, yeah, you can see
Kevin Garnett.
Yeah,
Kevin Garnett was Minnesota for all them years. Every year,
Kevin Garnett,
the first round.
Kevin Garnett and Isaiah Ryder. They didn't really have no, outside those two. Man, that team was.
Latrell Sprewell.
Yeah, Latrell Sprewell.
Well, at that point, LT was LT. He was all choked out. He was career by then. So he was a little older. Talk about he had a family to feed. Turning down $21 million contract. So
they ain't had nobody, man. So they was in
no. You know what? KG had
Kevin Love.
Stephon Marbury.
Kevin Love was averaging a double.
Yeah, he sure was 30 and 30. Yeah, he had to go.
Kevin Love.
Yeah, you sure right about that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I say this.
It's a reason LeBron won Kevin Love over with Cleveland because of what Kevin Love did in Minnesota.
They did have. They did have. So when you look at what 20, when they had Butler and Teague over there, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. You know what? Jimmy
Yeah.
did play over there.
Yeah.
But you know, Jimmy was pissed off because you know he said they were soft.
Yeah, it was.
You know.
Yeah.
As far as their mentality of the game,
You gotta want it, yeah. You have to want it. Jimmy saw he didn't want it, so it was time to go.
But you gotta remember, he was coming from under the tutelage of what's his name?
Thibodeau. Who was the coach over there? Who was the coach over there in Minnesota? He was the coach.
Yeah.
That's why Jimmy was over there. He said it was time to go.
Right. No, I'm just saying wait a minute, who went first? So Jimmy Butler went to well, they had like who else they have over there? They had Derrick Rose for a minute.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah. Derrick Rose over there.
Bulls West. Taj Gibson. Yeah. It was Bulls West, basically. Yeah.
But
you might as well say it. You know what? You might as well say it. Because the Bulls had Thibodeau first, then he went out west.
Yeah. But when you think about official, man, you gotta give it up to Ant-Man in this team right now, man, because
that's respectable.
Yeah. So we'll see tonight. If Minnesota wins tonight, and Ant Edmonds has a big game, he may win MVP.
But I'm saying even if they don't win, you know what I'm saying, you still gotta give it up to Ant-Man.
Yeah, you do. You do. Especially with cat out. So I'll say this. My pick for MVP is the Joker. I think the Joker should have won last year, but Joel Embiid was on the campaign saying he didn't get one, so that's why
he cried. He cried with the MVP.
I think the Joker should have won 3 in a row. But
you know what? My next runner up, I'm gonna say this. I got let me see. My next runner up, I got 3. So I'm gonna say Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh,
I'm gonna say not good enough.
I'm gonna say Tyrese Halliburton. I'm also gonna say Jalen Green, and I'm also gonna say who else I want to say? Who did some work? Oh, what's his name? Jalen Brunson from New York. So I'm gonna say them 3.
We got to remember, they also voted in like a cheese record. So Houston at 39-40. I don't see Jalen Green getting the vote.
Yeah, they're eliminated.
But I mean, I'm looking from the standpoint of when you look at an improved player.
You are, but the voters also got a cheese record, like the cheese record. And player did help the team get that record. So a player on the team 39-40.
So wait a minute,
get no vote.
Jordan got votes when the Bulls was in a cellar.
What year was this?
Man, this was like in the 80s.
No, they made the playoffs as far as I'm concerned. They made playoffs every year. Jordan was
the year Jordan won MVP in '88. The Bulls were the 3rd seed, so they had won 50 games that year. So no,
I'm talking about when he was MVP before he
no.
In 1988, in '88,
in
his 5th year, he won MVP. The Bulls won 50 games, 50 and 32, 3rd seed each.
Yeah, 3rd seed exactly. But if you talking about the first 2 years, Michael Jordan didn't win that because his team was like an 8th seed, I believe. They was an 8th seed.
Yeah.
No, Michael Jordan win that.
Larry Bird won 3 in a row. The Magic had won 3 out of 4. One year he did, Jordan won it. So that's why. But so we're now gonna go to Coach of the Year. Marcus, who was your Coach of the Year?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna give it up to the guy from Houston. I'm gonna give it to him.
Ime Udoka?
Yeah.
That's a good choice. Greedy. Yeah. Who's your Coach of the Year?
I got to really think about this one. But I'm also thinking about. Excuse me. I'm also thinking about who made the biggest jump.
Ime Udoka is a good one. But you know, I'm thinking about who made the big. I said the coach from Orlando. I said coach from Orlando.
I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm looking his name up right now. Who was the Mavericks coach? Because I ain't watched Orlando for 6 years. I ain't watched Orlando 6 years. I don't even know their coach.
Orlando,
Jamal Mosley. That's my coach.
There you go.
Atlanta Magic coach Jamal Mosley. He's my coach of the year too. So 2 votes for Jamal Mosley and 1 for Ime Udoka.
Yeah.
So now we decide on the most improved player of the year, the player who, in your eyes, improved the most, and Greedy, who improved the most.
Who I think improved the most? That's a good one. Because I have a few players. In mind. But then let me see. The Dallas Mavericks didn't make the playoffs last year, right?
No.
So I say Kyrie Irving. He's on my list.
Yeah. Okay.
He's one of my candidates. But I'm trying. I'm trying to find young. I'm trying to find young players. Who actually brought their teams up. Jalen Brunson was always nice though.
I think he won last year.
Yeah. They did go last year. I'm trying to think of some more. Well, I'm gonna go back to Orlando again. Shoot. That star we was talking about.
Paulo Becker?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good choice. Marcus?
Man, I was gonna say who I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say DeMar DeRozan. I'm gonna give it up to DeMar DeRozan.
Most improved player.
Yeah, I'm also
DeMar, mid-range master, DeRozan.
Yeah, man, he's doing his thing over there.
He always do his thing. He never stopped doing his thing.
I'm gonna say. I'm also gonna agree with Greedy. I'm gonna say Kyrie.
Okay, okay. They all picks. I think for me it's Tyrese Halliburton. I think the world finally got to saw what a good player he is. Enough voters saw that he stepped his game up the way he lifted Indiana up. He will deserve to get an award that shows that he is now among the NBA elite. So Tyrese Halliburton is my most improved player of the year.
I got you.
So now,
yeah.
So now we go to 6th man of the year. Marcus, who was your 6th man of the year?
I'm gonna give y'all 6 man. I'm gonna have to hop off. I'm getting tired. So I'm gonna say for 6 man. I'm looking. I'm scanning. Man, Deontay Murray.
DeJounte Murray starts for the Hawks.
Oh, he does. Man, damn, you got me. Let me see. Man. Oh, you got me over there. You got me on that one. Because I can't really find somebody that's like the 6 man that's doing their thing. Tsusumu for the Bulls.
I mean, if that's your vote, he won't win, but that's your vote. Let's say this, Marcus, before you go then. Who was your defensive player of the year?
Oh, defensive player? Man, I'm going to have to go with the butt dude, Jimmy Butler.
All right. Greedy. So who was your defensive player of the year, and who was your 6th man of the year?
Defensive player of the year. These are people I have in mind, and this is based off of the game and pure stats. I'm gonna say Wemby. You know,
Oh yeah.
you know that might be a stretch, but man, his defense. I think he got the best defensive stats across the board as far as like block shots. You know,
Yep.
the defensive
3.6
leadership.
blocks a game. Yep.
Uh,
3.6 blocks a game. Absolutely.
All right.
all
All right, then I'm going, fellas.
right,
Hold on. You know what? Hold on. Let's just wrap up this. So you know what? For my sixth man of the year, I'm gonna go with Dante DiVincenzo. He showed that
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson isn't the only guy from Villanova who can ball. And for defensive player of the year, I got the French Eiffel Tower, Rudy Gobert, with number 4.
Mm.
All right.
So, fellas, this was pretty good. Hopefully, we can do this, once a week, to the playoffs end.
Oh yeah, this great content, man. You know, great ideas. You know, thanks for having me on. Nice to meet you, Marcus. Man, thanks for
Hey,
joining the
nice
show.
to meet you too, Greedy.
All right. Fellas, thank you for coming on.
All right, man.
All right, Gerald. Till next time, man.
No problem. For the Hulk, Marcus Hawkins, for
Yes,
Greedy
sir.
Sports Talk, I'm Jared Brits, and that was our 2 cents on it. Good night.
Good night.
All right.